Welcome to Own the Chaos. The stock market is crazy and chaotic.
And crash. You son
Oh, God. Hold on. Pause.
Brad and Fat Man Zoom are here to help you own it.
They were targeting Wall Street when they should have been targeting Capitol Hill. They should have been targeting DC. This is the same thing, and this is what people keep missing.
Taking it to the suits, being relatable and hilarious.
You bought GameStop at 400, didn't you? To the moon, baby. To the moon.
Get ready to own the chaos in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to In the Chaos. My name is Brad. Fat Man Zoom is still MIA, but we're going to help you guys own the chaos that is the stock market, and it is another unbelievable day all over the place, but we're going to get through it. Today we have so many good things to talk about, so much interesting and dramatic things to talk about. It is Thursdays with Freddie, and we're going to get to him in just a second, but before I do any of that, let me get you guys off with the get you guys started off with the starting five. We got housekeeping, Feed the Bull with Carton of Weed, Jeff Panika, Tammy Johnson, Ralph Vandenhoek. You guys are our starting five. Welcome to a Stock Market Live. Guys, so much stuff going on. And I know you have a lot of questions about Fat Man Zoom. So there was a huge change of events over the last 24 hours. I wouldn't say huge, but he didn't go through surgery today. Last night, the surgeon presented him with another potential option that was less invasive. And there was a little bit different types of risks that were involved. And so with him presenting him that option, Fat Man Zoom decided to weigh that out, and he decided to go with the less invasive option that doesn't require nearly as much, cutting going into the cutting away of the skull, obviously, and his brain and all that. It's all going to be done through laser surgery. They're going to burn out the tumor. So that is now going to be rescheduled for Monday. And I know that it's been this process, right? There's been, challenge after challenge. And so this is just another thing we got to deal with. So we're going to continue to keep you guys updated with that. But now he's going to be going home, which is good. He's going to be just chilling at home, just under supervision, obviously. And he's going to wait the weekend out and go into surgery on Monday. So that's what I have on Fat Man Zoom. He's good. He's still in good spirits. He's giving me a bunch of shit because I still have a green bubble this morning, and just still joking around and having a good time. So, still obviously have some concerns with everything that's been going on, but still feel really good about everything moving forward too. Guys, can't thank you enough again for all the support and love you've been giving him. Keep it coming, because it's just continuing to keep him positive, and that's what we need to do. So thanks so much. I hope you guys, like I said, just continue to keep him in your thoughts and prayers, T's and P's and all that good stuff. But without further ado, as you guys know, it is Thursdays with Freddie. We're going to go ahead and bring him on before we get into today's earnings. What's up, my man?
What is up, Brad? What is going on, Chaos Crew? It seems like the stock market is chaotic today. So the title of the show, this is where it matters most, guys. Remember, let's put our hands in. We're a team. We're all one family here, guys. Facebook is doing something, right? Facebook, to me, is the best social media app, because that's where you go to watch your friends and family just kind of like deteriorate mentally, either from society. They isolate themselves. They start posting things. How about the guy on Facebook that takes an IQ test and it says he's a genius, and then he shares that to his story, believing that he is a genius? Facebook has been doing atrocities since before they were selling our information. Let's just remember that. Do you remember the poke button? I was in Facebook in 2000. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the poke button. It made it easy to try to hit on a girl. You just poke and then sit back and you just wait for the responses. Go to your Facebook now. If they still have poke, go poke somebody from your past that you probably shouldn't have poked, like an ex, some girl you gave a plan B to and you never saw after that. Those types of people. Facebook, man, this metaverse is crazy. I wonder how many people are going to have side families in the metaverse. I'm out here. I'm trying to get head in the metaverse. I feel like that's a song. If I was a rapper, I would write a song called "Trying to Get Head in the Metaverse." something like that, you know? Facebook metaverse, Ford, guys. I mean, if a Ford commercial taught us anything, it's that they're going to be Ford tough. And if the stock market today has you in the tundra, because for some reason our trucks are always in the tundra, so you need to make sure that our trucks can get through this tundra, you're going to be all right. So remember, guys, it's built Ford tough. Dude, that was motivation from the Ford guy. And then Amazon, we're going to be talking about them today. Guys, I have nothing to say about Amazon other than leave billionaires alone, okay? They're nice people, and they're making the world a better place. Guys, remember to river dance on that subscribe button, that like button, you know, give us a little, just go ahead and gangbang that subscribe and like button. Guys, thank you, Chaos Crew. The stock market's chaotic today. Brad, back to you.
Thanks, my man. The Shane Haley gets the comment of the day on that. Says, I used to creepily poke girls back in college when I was blacked out.
That's a good one. Every man, that's a rite of passage for us.
Oh my God, good stuff. All right, guys. So there you have it. Amazon has earnings today, and it is already down 7.5%. Everybody's already acting as if Amazon shit the bed on earnings. And I'm wondering if this is a bit of reverse psychology. Let's take a look at the chart here. You know, it's obviously reacting to the Facebook news, and there isn't a whole lot to be excited about as far as Amazon's concerned, because everybody who's anybody already knows that they're going to be dealing with a lot of supply chain issues. Out of all the FANG stocks, the big tech stocks, this is the one that's probably going to be most affected by supply chain and inflation, because Freddie, 1 out of every 150 Americans is an Amazon employee.
Oh, wow. That's kind of scary.
Yeah. Amazon has 1 million employees, over 1 million employees. Wild.
Wow.
But the issue is, with all those employees and inflation going up and wages going up, Amazon has to pay all those motherfuckers. So true. You know, I think that's certainly going to play a factor for Amazon in this upcoming earnings report. I'm sure that's going to be something that gets really highlighted because of the cost that it's going to take to, keep all those employees hired and then hire more. They're still having trouble keeping up with demand. So they're continuing to hire employees for all sorts of things. And I think that's going to be one big key focus when these earnings come out in about 8 minutes or so.
Question with the earnings for Amazon, if there was anything that they could ship off to China to do cheaper, would that affect their earnings in any way?
If they could do it cheaper, yeah, because it would bring down costs. Yeah. But there's also a whole array of risks that's involved with that too. You know, Baba is also kind of like the Amazon of China, so they kind of have their own competition over there. But yeah, that would be something that, anything that they can do to bring down costs that would increase their bottom line, as far as profits concerned, then, it should reflect positively in their earnings.
Okay. That's a stupid question now that we've gone through that I just realized, but
no.
We're out here, we're learning.
Yeah, absolutely. There's plenty of people that are watching right now that probably had a similar question. So I'm glad you asked that kind of stuff. Sometimes I forget, that there's a lot of noobs that are probably watching that don't understand all this stuff, and I kind of have to remind myself that sometimes you got to go back to day one to explain some things, and it's really important. So
I like that. It's something you go back to the fundamentals. Ghost Knight Neo, come on Ford, show me potato salad. What does potato salad mean? Is this a finance term?
It is not. It is not. I don't know. I don't know what potato salad. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad.
It sounds good. It sounds like something you want.
Yeah.
At least this potato salad. That's good.
Yeah. But one thing that I will say is, as I was saying about Amazon being, kind of reverse psychology a little bit, it seems right now that, and Freddie, just to kind of give you an idea, sometimes when the entire market seems bearish on something, or the entire market seems scared out of something, it usually means it's a good time to buy. When you just see negativity everywhere, it's like, okay, I'm having a hard time finding anyone who's bullish on anything, or in particular on Amazon. So it's kind of like, maybe this feels like a good buy to me. So, I think that while I'm expecting Amazon to kind of have pretty disappointing numbers, it's come down so much that maybe there's reason to believe that this could actually get bought up, especially if earnings come out and they might not be great, but maybe they're not as bad as people thought.
Okay.
So we'll see. So we'll see how that goes. Snap also has earnings, and that stock, because of Facebook, Snap went down 23%, 23.5%.
Oh, damn.
And just in response to Facebook's earnings. That's just mind blowing to me. Facebook, when in their earnings, they talked about monthly active users being down significantly. So this obviously had an impact on some of the other ones. If Facebook's down, then they're assuming that everybody else's is down. But Freddie, I mean, I don't use Snapchat that often, but I believe it was 85 to 90% of all adults between the ages of 18 to 24 use Snapchat.
18 to 24. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not know those. That's crazy percentage.
Yeah, it is. And so, I think that there's something to be said for a platform that is like Facebook that's used by older people, and they're going to other apps such as Snap. So I don't know. I mean, I think that Snap could potentially actually go off if they come in with anything positive. If it's anything positive compared to what Facebook put out, I think that Snap could actually do really well.
Yeah, I didn't know. Those are crazy numbers. I got off of Snapchat because I was getting too many unsolicited dick pics, and I don't know why I was getting them. I changed my profile pic a few times, but was still getting them. So finally, I had to cut that app loose. Had no idea what was going on.
It's some guns, man.
I think so. Look at that, guys. Boom. Look at that. Just a little bit for this Thursday. just to get you through the weekend.
Straight up distracting the stream with that shit. I love it. Just caught me off guard with that, man. You gotta warn somebody about that shit.
Oh man.
We also have Ford. Now this is interesting because Ford, I don't think anybody's going to be surprised by the fact that they didn't have a great fourth quarter, especially in the month of December. The CEO, Jim Farley, talked about, Omicron being a problem with supply chain and also getting people to work because so many people were calling out. So this was definitely a problem. But the outlook here should be really good. They have ridiculous demand. They're making partnerships with companies like Sunrun, who's a solar company, the largest solar company in the country, and the Ford Lightning and its ability to actually power your home. So they're working with them and continue to innovate the Ford F-150 Lightning. So really exciting stuff. So I think what a lot of investors are looking for is the actual outlook here and not so much what they did in the fourth quarter, because nobody's expecting any kind of fireworks there. Have you checked out the Ford Lightning?
No, I haven't even seen it on the streets.
It's not on the street.
Teslas. Okay. Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just been ordered, and they're going to be should be rolling them out, and we should see them on the road in like April, May. But all the features it has, and it looks like a really badass F-150. I'm really excited for it. I think that could be something that actually, rivals Tesla sales. The F-150.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't count Ford out.
You really can't, man. I mean, there's a lot of diehard Tesla bulls out there, and I'm all for it. I'm all for Tesla. I mean, Tesla is going to continue to be the number one EV maker till who knows when, maybe forever. I'm convinced of that. But there's got to be a number two guy. Yeah. And Ford's been making vehicles for 115 plus years, and they're just not going to roll over because a new player, a new sheriff came into town. So I'll be curious to see what they do as far as how much they're investing back into EVs and that sort of thing as well.
Yeah.
So really pumped for that. Couple other things you guys might be interested in. Activision Blizzard, which just recently got bought out by Microsoft. Freddie, the purchase that Microsoft ended up acquiring Activision Blizzard. I'm sure you're probably familiar with World of Warcraft and Call of Duty. Those types of names are under Activision and Blizzard. And Microsoft went ahead and bought them and is now the third largest video game maker in the world, behind Tencent and Sony.
Wow. All right. So the memes I saw on this purchase, I saw memes in some Reddit boards, and they made it seem like this wasn't a good deal, or it doesn't matter, I guess. What's your take on this purchase?
So I think the hesitation is warranted because, historically, Microsoft goes in and buys Skype and then kind of bastardizes that into what we now know as Microsoft Teams. And then they're bringing it back, but they acquired LinkedIn, and a lot of people complained about how they were changing LinkedIn, and it kind of really went to shit, even though now it's, after all this time, it's finally starting to make a bit of a comeback. So every time they seem to acquire a company like this, people always get worried that they end up just ruining the company and everything they loved about it. So I think that's what a lot of the hesitation is, but they bought Activision for $70 billion.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's just wild. I mean, I think that you just kind of see the writing on the wall and where the industry is headed. I think honestly, when you look at how far this actually came down, so you can kind of see here on the chart, like when the buyout happened, this huge like gap up on the chart.
Yeah.
Is when the buyout happened and or when the announcement was made. And so like they got them on the cheap after the stock basically dropped 50% from all of the crazy drama that was going on with Activision, with sex harassment allegations and just all kinds of workplace issues. So it just seemed like a perfect time for somebody like Microsoft to swoop in and grab them up.
So I don't know much, but I do know that a sexual harassment allegation that'll set your plan back.
Yes,
a little bit,
just a little. All right, we got Amazon, and it just shot up over $3,000 a share.
Wow,
this is what I was talking about. This is what I'm talking about. All those people that shorted this shit right before the bell are getting fucked. This is what we call a bear fucker event. Have you seen Super Troopers 2? Have you seen Super Troopers 2?
No, not 2. I saw 1.
Oh, damn. There's like a bit in there where like this guy's distracting the cops and he's like pretending like he's fucking this bear.
I do remember that. I did see that one.
Yeah. So I've been throwing this GIF out on Twitter. This, ladies and gents, is a bear fucker event. Let's go ahead and I'm going to try to pull up those numbers, but look at what a boner candle on that. God damn, it's now up 12%. Is this the earnings where we get the split? Something's going on here. Something.
Wow. Did you see this coming, Brad?
I mean, like I said earlier, I thought that we could see, because sentiment was so bad that I thought that we could see a move like this. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. It's now up 13% after hours.
I love it.
Holy shit. Just refreshing, getting the numbers. Guys, if you're in the chat and you're seeing anything going on, let me know just to try to find out what's going on here.
Shout out to the people that bought when people were talking shit. You got a big set or clit, whatever you want to say, but you should good for you guys. Your parents are proud of you.
Yeah. Still just kind of trying to sift through Twitter. Usually Twitter's the way I can find these numbers the fastest.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got something, guys, I will let you know.
So Twitter just absorbed the conference call app, right?
Like the Spaces, you mean?
Clubhouse. They kind of did they're doing their own Clubhouse within Twitter, right?
Yeah. Look at this. Look, this boner candle is going off the screens. It's up 16%.
Wow.
Here's the 1 minute chart, guys. Amazon's now at 32.67. What's everybody saying in the chat?
That thing's higher than Hunter Biden.
Oh my God. Okay, still trying to find the numbers here. It's unusual that Amazon, I feel like it's unusual that Amazon puts out their earnings this quickly after hours. Usually you got to wait like a little bit.
Maybe they're bussing this quarter, you know?
They might be. Come on, give me something. Still got nothing. Are you guys in the chat? Anybody who's in there? Here we go. Q4 21 earnings, Scott Sherwood. We'll cross-reference this in case anything's off. But revenue came in at 137.4 billion. The expected was 137.8 billion. So they missed on revenue. They see the Q1 revenue around 112 to 117. The expectation was 120. So that's also another miss. They will boost the price of Prime membership in the U.S. Monthly fee going from $12.99 to $14.99. That's actually big because of the amount of Prime members that they have. I believe it's somewhere around the vicinity of 90 million. I don't know. I think it's more than that. It's got to be more than that. Damn it. Somebody pull that number for me. I wish I had this stuff off the top of my head. I just don't. Earnings per share came in at 27.75. That is awesome. But they missed pretty much everything. I think the big move here is because they're raising their Prime membership.
Okay.
From $139 from $119. That's massive. That's a massive move for them.
This guy had the same similar question. How did they miss and everything go so high? I just want to call out the name Jizz Saab. Great, good for you on that name.
So it's a great question. The big question is, or the big answer is because of that Prime membership raise. Remember, this happened to Netflix. I think it was 2 or 3 quarters ago. Netflix came in with bad numbers, but they said they were raising the subscription price $1. And the stock went crazy because why? Because every month they get an extra $220 million.
Yeah.
By raising subscriptions by $1 whole. Doesn't affect you.
Crazy.
Yeah. Doesn't affect you a whole lot, but it brings in a shit ton of money for Netflix by raising it $1 whole. So imagine going from $119 Prime membership to $139 Prime membership, what that does for Amazon. Obviously it's a yearly fee, but still, I mean, that is insane. I got to find out how many Prime members there are, how many Amazon Prime members. It's a stupid ass number. It's stupid ass number.
It's a new religion, man.
It is. Ford looks like they came out with their earnings as well, and that's been a bit choppy here right after hours. I appreciate you guys throwing the numbers in here. Ford comes in Q4 adjusted earnings per share 26 cents. The estimate was 45. I don't think anybody's surprised that they missed there. That's what people were expecting. They're expecting to miss on earnings per share. Revenue came in lower. That's not really a surprise either. Q4 revenue was at 35.3 billion. So they came in actually a little bit higher in the Q4 revenue, just because of, I think that's actually nice, only because they were expecting it not to be great as far as fourth quarter is concerned. As soon as we hear something from them as far as outlook's concerned, that's really where this is going to get the move on, is the outlook from Ford. So right now it's up 1%. I'm digging that. I have a shit ton of Ford, so this is something that I'm super pumped about. So we'll see how this all shakes out. But so far, it looks like that Ford is up around 0.5% right now. We'll see where that goes. If you guys are just tuning in, Amazon is going absolutely crazy after hours, after announcing that they are raising their Prime membership from $119 to $139 a year, which is just going to continue to bring a massive revenue for the company. After missing on earnings per share and missing on revenue, I think that this is really the only true explanation as to why that's happening. But man, that is crazy. Ben N says, according to Google, Amazon Prime has around 200 million subscribers. I was saying 90. I think it was 190, but 200 million sounds right. So you do 200 million. Let's see. Let's do this. So, man, how do you even calculate this? 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of zeros. Times, what was it? A raise of $20, 119 to 139, $20.
Yeah, $20.
That's $4 billion in extra revenue.
Damn.
Just by doing that.
No, I can't imagine too many people would drop off for a $20 raise either.
No.
Yeah.
They love Prime so much, they're not going to give a shit.
Yeah.
Life is not affected.
How high do you think they would have to go today for people to be like, what the fuck? I can't do this. I think they got up to like $200 like before people start asking questions. Like,
and that's in the year, right? Like, what's Costco's annual dues?
It's like $50.
Is it 50? Okay. But you're getting so much more with Amazon, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, maybe 200 would get somebody to drop off of Prime, but I don't even know if that wouldn't make me leave Prime. If it was
200,
if it was $200 a year,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't leave. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, right. So I mean, they probably could have raised it even more. So, but so $20, that's not gonna impact anybody's life.
No.
Inflation, baby.
Yeah, right. You just gotta stay above that line, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Checking back in with Ford, and actually it started to move down. It's down around 2.5%. As we all know, the after hours trading here can get kind of crazy. So we'll see what happens with their earnings. I was looking, Snap also had earnings today. So we'll take a look at that. We got 472 of you guys hanging in here. So thanks so much for being a part of the stream. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do that. Also hit that notification bell because I go live Monday through Thursday. And then I'm also live on Sunday evenings to go over the coming week. And I put out videos all throughout the week too, just what to be prepared for. If there's something to chat about, I'm going to chat about it. Look at Snapchat's chart. That's also off the chart, literally off the chart. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. And this is insane. This is exactly what I expected to have happen, Freddie.
Wow.
Like we spoke it into existence, man.
Yeah. You manifested this, man. This is
stock is up 25% after hours. It gave back all of its losses today, just now.
Holy shit. Somebody was on a long break from smoking cigarettes. Yeah. And now they just lit their first cigarette in about 2 months after this one.
Well, you know what it was? Nancy Pelosi must have bought some Snap. It had to go up.
She's like the Wolf of Wall Street, right? In politics.
Yeah. Oh, all of them are. What's the dude with the patch? What's his name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Captain Hook.
Yeah, well, yeah. The senator is from Texas. Shit, what the hell's his name? Somebody will say it. But yeah, it's on both sides of the aisle. We talked about that last week or the week before.
Yeah.
Just the amount of members in Congress that make stupid money on the market. Just crazy, man.
And their response to like, don't you think this shouldn't have? They're like, no.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
They're like, we're following the rules that we created to benefit off of this. So we're well within the rules we made up.
Yeah. Holy shit. Here we go. Snapchat's got numbers in. Their Q4 earnings per share, 22 cents per share versus 6 cents. So they came in triple what the expectations were on earnings per share. Revenue is at 1.30 billion came versus the 1.2 that was expected. They also had 319 million daily active users, which is an increase of 20% year over year. Really great numbers there. And as you can tell, the stock is now up 25% after hours and looking like it might continue to go here. Damn, bro.
Wow.
Let's take a look at Pinterest because I think Pinterest is doing the same thing. I think it was. Let's take a look here. Pinterest isn't quite up quite as much, but it's actually doing really well. It's up 11%. It was down 10% on the day, so it's already doing a little bit better than it was all day long in response to some of the news from Facebook's earnings, obviously. And I actually bought some Facebook today, believe it or not. We didn't talk about that, but I bought some Facebook. It didn't go crazy. I got some calls that are way out in April. So I think that I'll be fine, even though I was a little bit on the red side today. Might have bought in a little bit early, but I'm not trying to time Facebook. I think I think I'm going to be good with that. But man, look at this. This is crazy. We got Amazon yesterday, Freddie. Literally all the earnings that I reported on were dog shit. They all went to shit. It wasn't just Facebook. It was Facebook. Spotify came in and shit the bed. Qualcomm came in and shit the bed. Like it was just like everything went down. Really as a result of Facebook, because it was straight down 20% in like 5 minutes. And so like the whole market was freaking out. Wow. So today looks much better.
Good for you guys. Hopefully we can keep this going into Friday so you can have a good weekend.
Yeah. Dan Crenshaw. Thank you. Dan Crenshaw is the dude with the patch. That's his name.
Yeah. I mean, anybody with an eye patch, I respect, no matter what you've done. I'm not saying, when you do the math, you might be a shitty person or whatever, but the eye patch is a positive.
Yeah. I think to be fair, I think he actually suffered that in combat or something. I think he suffered that.
Yeah, I could have guessed that. A politician with that's a good thing to run on. You're like, look at my fucking eye. It's not even here anymore. Look what I did for you. I don't have because for this country.
Yeah. But I think he outperformed Nancy Pelosi last year. Isn't that crazy? And you saw the chart, how much they outperformed the S&P 500.
Yeah, they were killing it.
Unbelievable. So we have Amazon's earnings. They did not crush. Let me rephrase. They did not crush. They missed earnings per share. They missed on revenue, but they came in and increased their Prime memberships. This is just a classic case, guys. We always talk about this, right? Where earnings is always a crapshoot. They can come in and shit the bed on earnings, and something happens to get this thing going. The stock is up now because of their increase in Prime memberships and literally nothing else. This is why the stock is up 13%, 13.5%, because everything else about that earnings report so far, from what I've seen, was absolute trash. Some of the other stocks that are responding to this, though, is I just saw Shopify is up 7% in response to this as well, which is very interesting because Shopify didn't do anything, but it's responding and reacting to the move on Amazon. Very interesting there. Ford came in and missed on earnings per share. Stock's down around 6% right now. We'll see how this goes. As we always know, there is always a lot of movement when it comes with this. So we still have to wait to hear from the conference call. I think that there's a lot that Jim Farley can say that might get investors excited again about what's going on with Ford. We all knew that the quarter wasn't going to be great. All right. We were already prepared for that. But I think what the important thing is that we have to look to see what they say on their conference call, because if they give us a really good outlook, I think that there's a lot to be excited about there. Snapchat came in and crushed earnings per share. They crushed on revenue, and it's still going off. Their daily active users was up 20% year over year. And this thing, Freddie, is now up nearly 40% after hours.
Holy shit.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that, bro.
Holy snap.
Yeah, you said L. Oh, man. That is wild. Pinterest is up also 17% right now on some pretty good earnings too. Just everything bouncing. Everything's bouncing. Just been a wild time in the market. Literally since the beginning of the year. It's been crazy. I did see somebody mention, I'm happy with AWS growth, 40% year over year. This is referring to Amazon. They've been worried about whether Google and Microsoft eats up AWS's growth. And we actually talked about this, Mimaroon. I don't know if you tuned in yesterday, or was it yesterday? Google's earnings were on Tuesday. A lot of people were asking about this. Was the growth in Google, should we be worried about what's going on with AWS? And I said, no, I think AWS is the largest cloud computing and cloud storage company in the world. And that's saying something. When everybody thinks about Amazon, they're thinking about Prime, they're thinking about e-commerce, they're thinking about all kinds of other stuff other than that side of their business. And it's actually the biggest part of their business, believe it or not. So, I mentioned that I didn't think that was going to be a problem for them. I thought that the market was big enough for a lot of people to be in it. And it looks like that's a really good number for them too. So yeah, definitely excited about that, even though the rest of their earnings were kind of shit, to be honest with you.
It be like that sometimes.
It does. It does. This is just, what a wild day. We got a couple other ones. Unity, I think they reported that they're up 11.5%. What the fuck is going on, man? This is crazy. This is the craziest earnings season I think I've been a part of in a while. I don't know if I'll say ever, but in a while. Unity Software, if you guys aren't familiar, had earnings today too. And I'm going to check to see if we got numbers on that. Yeah, here they are. So revenue came in $315 million to the $291 million expected. They crushed. Earnings per share, they came in at a loss of 5 cents compared to the loss of 7 cents. So they beat on earnings per share too. And the stock is now up almost 12%.
Damn.
It's very interesting to me, Freddie, because there's been a lot of pessimism going on about how, we could be thrown back into a recession because of, inflation, and, there's not enough people for the job openings that there are around, and, lots of other factors, right? Oil's going up. We just saw oil hit $90 a barrel for the first time since I think 2015, 2014, somewhere around there.
Wow.
I don't remember how high it got in 2016. I don't think it got to quite to 90. But still, either way, it's high as shit. So there's a lot of fear around there, surrounding around a lot of that stuff. And, I tweeted out, I think it was a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. that I'm going to be the bull amongst bears right now. And when things get this negative, you just can't help. I just can't help myself. I got to be positive about what's going on. And, we came and saw GDP numbers were, record highs last year. Demand's crazy. I mean, go try to book yourself a flight. Try finding an Airbnb that you actually want to be in.
Yeah.
It's just demand's crazy. People are still out there spending money, and 70% of the economy is based off of the consumer, and people are out there just spending stupid money. I think there's a lot to be excited about with the economy just roaring, man.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I like that. I feel like this summer we're going to have an actual real summer.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good old American summer.
I mean, I think COVID, we're never going to be rid of COVID, right? But I think people are just living with it now, and they're just like, fuck it, we're gonna go out and do whatever we want. We got vaccinated, whatever, and the strains aren't as bad as they were.
Yeah,
they seem to be weaker and weaker. So I think people are just going to go out and live their lives. And I think you're right. I think this summer is going to be awesome. And that what that means is that the economy is going to be rocking. The stock market should be rocking. I think there's a lot to be pumped for.
Yeah, we feel like the way people have HIV feel today. It's not as deadly as it was in the 80s.
That's right.
Yeah. There's PrEP now, so you can have unprotected, whatever that whatever that is.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't want YouTube to censor us, but
they won't.
That's true. Not about butt sex either. That's
no.
This is a pro butt sex show.
That's right.
Especially with that Amazon boner. Jesus.
I know. Goddamn, bro. Amazon and Snap. I mean, Snap it's still going. It's up 39.5%. God damn.
That thing's higher than a white man's credit score.
That's true. Still climbing. Now up 41%.
Wow.
That is mind blowing. I had a half a mind to get calls on this before the close because I was just like, fuck it. Maybe I'll go YOLO. Should have done it, but it is what it is. Man, that is just unbelievable. It's up to $35 a share. It closed today, $24.51.
What's up with? Have we done PayPal today?
PayPal was earlier in the week.
Okay.
PayPal got wrecked. I wanted to check in on Activision. Activision had earnings today. Pretty non-reactionary, but they do have earnings. The earnings came in at 2.16 billion versus 2.7, so they missed on revenue. They also missed on earnings per share at $1.01 versus $1.30. I think maybe the reason that this isn't reacting a whole lot is because investors already know that it's being bought out by Microsoft for $90 a share. So I don't know. I think that people are like, they look at earnings and they're like, okay, whatever. Like, it's not going to be Activision anymore. It's going to be part of Microsoft. So that could be the reason why we're not seeing a whole lot of action out of Activision. But those are the numbers for you.
And I think you might have explained this earlier, but Mimaroon brings up a good comment. What a contrast between Snap and Facebook. I don't get it.
Here's the thing. Does anybody know why Facebook took such a shit, right? Like, why did, yes, they missed on earnings per share and they missed in revenue, but the big reason why Facebook shit the bed was because they came in extremely low on monthly active users. That's the big thing. That's the big thing with these social media companies. They want to see how many people are using their app. They want to see that kind of growth. And Snap came in and like went off on their daily active users. That's a huge metric for them. Their daily active users, what did I say, 20% year over year? So like that's the big reason. That's why Snap actually outperformed in that metric. Facebook shit the bed in that metric, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, we talked about it before these earnings came out, that Facebook seems to be a dying platform, and they haven't quite figured out how to get users back onto that platform and be active in there. And because active users mean money. If you're actively in a platform and you're scanning through and you're seeing those ads, that means it's more money for those platforms. And if there's not active users in there that can see those ads to make them more money, then that hurts their future earnings. So Snap came in, they crushed their daily active users numbers, daily active user numbers, and you can see obviously the stock's being rewarded because of that.
Yeah, Facebook's like Buffalo, just kind of it's the Buffalo of social media.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a town that like used to be awesome and now isn't.
Wasn't Buffalo awesome at one time? Like Western New York, and then like Kodak left or something, or IBM left.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You're right. You're right. So yeah, I guess that is a perfect analogy. Grant Huge says gave me a $2 donation. Appreciate the donate. Says me, Kevin, I hate Amazon so much by calling Amazon a fraud. You know, I don't. I'm not going to talk shit about other YouTubers, but it's somebody needs to check on me, Kevin. Is he all right? He seems like he's lost it over there, bro. This dude is a multimillionaire. He's got another investing channel, and he sold all of his shit, $20 million portfolio, sold it all a couple weeks ago, and everybody lost their shit.
Why did everybody lose their shit?
Because he just went completely in cash after he's been talking about, he talks about investing like I talk about investing. Like I always say that. Like I always say that I don't think it's wise to be completely out of the market ever. You can be in some cash and be, and look for areas to buy dips on, but like to go completely,
just out. Yeah.
Just out. And like, so people who followed him, took a lot of his, we always say that this isn't advice, but people still follow him for for that advice, or take it as advice, whether you tell them not to or what. But like, people who trusted him, and then like he goes and just makes a complete U-turn. So yeah, I don't know. Just
so he ghosted his followers.
Pretty much. And like didn't even tell him. So like he's got like a private community, and he sold out of all of that stuff. To my knowledge, based off of what a lot of the stuff I'm seeing, he sold out of all that stuff before he even told them.
Oh damn.
And it was like over a weekend that everybody kind of found out. So
what's he doing now? Is he on social media? Was he like on an island?
He is on an island because he's part of like another group of traders as well. And they kind of like, I don't want to say they didn't make it public, but it sure seems like they, kind of ousted him a little bit.
Ooh, okay.
And he had to create a video in which he couldn't allow comments because of all the shitty comments and hate comments he was getting. Like it was a lot of drama,
Yeah. If you have to shut comments off, you're not having a good day.
No. And it's been like a 2-week ordeal with that dude.
You're at the brink. Jeff P says buffalo meat is tasty. It is very lean meat.
It is. Oh yeah. Bison.
I like it.
Bison burgers, bison loins, tenderloins. Oh yeah. That's good shit. All right, guys, if you guys are just tuning in, there's 500 of you all hanging in here. This is amazing. Guys, this whole week's been incredible. I know some of you have been asking about Fat Man Zoom as well. He did not have surgery today. The update was that he was having his brain surgery this morning at 8:30. He did not because he was offered another alternative that was less invasive. And this is going to be a method in which the surgeons are going to use a laser to try to remove the tumor. And so that's not going to take place now until Monday. So they pushed it back a little bit. He's actually going to go home and chill at home, supervised, of course, under all kinds of anti-seizure medication, and kind of sit out the weekend and come back and go move forward with this procedure on Monday. So still just kind of waiting, kind of like a hurry up and wait situation. But we appreciate you guys and the love and support you've been giving Fat Man Zoom this whole week. It's been pretty awesome, the outpouring support you guys have had for him. Man, so just checking back in with Amazon. I know a lot of you guys are here probably asking about Amazon. Amazon came in and they actually had really shitty earnings, but came in and talked about raising Prime memberships from $119 to $139 a year. And so we calculated that out to be an additional $4 billion in revenue just off of Prime memberships. And that's pretty awesome stuff. I think that this move because of that seems a bit crazy to me, but I mean, you can't deny what's going on here. I mean, and we talked about this before the market closed, just how negative everybody was. And then boom, thing goes off. Snapchat also came in with amazing earnings, Snap Inc., and the stock's up 38%. That went crazy. Pinterest also went crazy. and that stock is now up 24%, still climbing here on some pretty great earnings there too. Did I get the numbers on Pinterest? Did I share those? Do you remember, Freddie?
Yes, you did.
Okay. So those numbers were good. The revenue came in at 847 versus 827 estimates, 20% year-over-year growth. Earnings per share of 49 cents to 45% estimates. So they crushed that. Global monthly active users were down year-over-year to 431 million, but they were still profitable, had a really great quarter as far as those numbers are concerned. It is interesting because I'm curious is to see if there's something else in those that report. Because if monthly active users is down 66%, global monthly active users down 6%, usually that would result in a negative reaction. But for some reason, there must be something else in that report that people are excited about. A couple other ones. Unity Software came in and beat earnings as well. Actually had a really solid beat. That stock's up 16%. I think I covered all of those. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So that's
Activision.
That. Yeah, we did Activision. Right. Yep. We covered them all. That was crazy. Usually like you have like a nice staggered release of earnings. It's like they all came out at once. Oh yeah. Brooke Smith. Yeah. Ford came out with their earnings as well. And they missed expected earnings per share and they missed on revenue. But I don't think anybody was surprised by that. The stock's down around 3% right now. It's actually starting to bounce. I think what's going to be important here is the conference call. So the conference call is going to be really important here because Jim Farley's going to have to articulate what the future holds and what 2022 is going to look like. Are we moving past the supply chain issues? Are we getting over the chip shortage problems? How's it look on the EV front? Are we going to continue to see huge investments in EV production? Are they going to ramp it up? All of that. That's what we're kind of really looking forward to in the conference call, and I think that we're going to get a lot more clarity there versus what we just saw in the report. So, like I had mentioned, the fourth quarter was kind of a shit show with Omicron and not having the employees there. That disrupted more supply chain stuff. So we knew that was going to be a problem. So I don't think the shock is there. What we really want to see is the outlook and what they're looking forward to for the rest of the year.
Sandy Wood says Skechers.
Skechers. I don't know about Skechers.
I saw that. I was like, that just brought back nostalgia for me.
Did you have Skechers back in the day?
Yeah, I got my first kiss while I was wearing Skechers. So
no shit.
Yeah, dude.
Did Skechers about them? Remember those? Remember soaps?
Yeah.
The soap shoes. Skechers. I remember having a pair of Skechers like where they did like a knockoff of soaps,
where it's like the high heel or whatever.
Yeah, that high heel, so you can like skate on rails and stuff.
Yeah.
Or slide.
How was the Skechers version of that?
Oh, they were trash. And then I got made fun of because it was like the cheaper version of the soap. So my mom could afford it. But shit, man, I had them. I still looked cool doing it.
And that's all that matters, Brad. Did you ever have a pair of LA Gears?
I did. Yes.
Oh man, hit in the comments if you ever had LA Gears. Those things are great.
That was the very first light up shoes, and people went nuts over them.
Crazy. It was like
my mom, when I was growing up, my mom was a bus driver, and she worked several jobs, and I wanted these shoes so bad. So she worked. We didn't have extra money, but she's pulled a couple extra shifts, got me those shoes for my birthday, and she liked them so much, and we wore the same size when I was like 10. She's very tiny. We wore the same size. She took my shoes on the bus one day, and the kids thought that like she was the coolest bus driver ever.
That's great. That's such a heartwarming story. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hyper Viper says British Knights.
Everybody, that's right.
I got made fun for wearing those shoes too. People called them bitch kickers.
I always thought those were cool. Those look cool. I never had them, but I always thought they looked cool.
Yeah, I think I wore them a little bit too long though. Like
Oh, okay.
I had them when they were cool, and then I had them when they were not cool, and then people started calling them bitch kickers, and I was like, I probably should.
It's time to retire these.
Yeah,
We should bring it back.
Yeah. I think it's like everybody started wearing Jordans and everything, and British Knights were not cool anymore. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this evening. You guys are so awesome. And again, like I said, we appreciate the support for Fat Man Zoom, all the love you've been given as far as that's concerned. And we'll see how Monday goes. I'll keep you guys updated as far as that continues to progress. And anything else from you, Freddie? Where can they find you?
Find me at patreon.com/Freddie Valoy. I just released part 1 of my mini series on Ted Kaczynski. I'm just going to tell you his manifesto so far holds up from what I'm reading as far as I've read. So check out my review, part 1, patreon.com/Freddie Valoy. Thank you.
There you have it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, I'll be back on Sunday for Stock Watch Sunday to give you a preview of next week's earnings. We got a whole bunch more to go. The earnings season is still very much in swing here, guys. So I'm pumped. I got a lot to look forward to, and you should as well. So hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. I'll be back here Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see you then.
Bye.